said I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50.
Yo, let me get Clemson.
Back then you had to zip. Blow out the back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bip.
Let me get Clemson. Clemson. Yeah, Cleveland.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston.
All right,
the scene from
what's the fucking defensive end's name? Clennon or Cleveland?
Cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room.
What's wrong with your mic?
And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
Let me get Cleveland throw.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
I'll send you a first. I'll send you Fear Lanier's first.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And his first look is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. And they'll get to after a gain of 7 to the 47. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen.
Throw the ball, please, Rosen.
Got him. Brandon Marshall in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That 2nd down play nets a -4. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, box drop.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down the middle. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing his car on third down, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up
come on,
first
you
and
gotta
10.
block him.
And he is going to be
Zach Martin
stopped
missed
cold
that?
behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
180. Alert, alert, alert. 95 is a sand. No, check. He's Mike. No chance. Check 26, check 9.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
How many do we have?
What I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play.
I'm pretty sure
so
Devin White has 13.
Nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I had to change the bottle because he wasn't giving up pictures.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Yeah, it's a
leading the pressure right. Out to the right here to Wilson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Right now.
Because you made that thick milk.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on third down. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
You about
to get tired of seeing me.
He's sleeping.
694.
Carr now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. A reminder later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. On first down now, run with McKinnon. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
I have one running back.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
95 is a sand. No, check. He's Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
No game on this defense. No game.
Here's Rosen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now throwing on
pick,
3rd
Sean
down
Davis.
there,
Pick
but
to
he
the house.
cannot connect.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, Carter. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
Touchdown, Houston. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Rosen to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. PI. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Bro, he has to be taking that.
Fairbairn now to kick it away.
He has to be taking that. There's no way that's how
he's taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland Cleveland ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones,
come on.
they
Come
find
down
a way
with
to
the
put
pick.
it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Who did she trade Antonio Brown?
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Play action here with Rosen. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
All right, give it to J. Rucker then.
And on the left side here, Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Fucking weirdo.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Gallup, 94 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Carr to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
From the 44, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Express. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 93. 93. Watch Mike. Guys, it's game situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10.
You watching my game?
And mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Rosen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays to keep the clock.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing now is Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Carr now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Hey, go Chief. Express. Smoke.
Shotgun now for Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
95, Mike, like 95.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Michael Gallup. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 185.
Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is what we just say. Let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
55. 734. Mike, 55. Right there.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
180. Here I come. 95.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Ooh, I almost got a 3rd pick of White in this game.
That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 1st down, Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Alright, good night, guys.